Have you ever finished a meal and felt like your stomach suddenly turned into a balloon? That tight, uncomfortable feeling where you start to wonder if you ate too much or if something deeper is going on? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore today. Why you actually feel bloated after eating and what your body might be trying to tell you. You see, bloating isn't just about overeating. It's a signal. One that many men, especially as they get older, tend to ignore. Between busy work schedules, late-night snacks, and a bit too much processed food, it's easy to forget that our digestive system needs just as much attention as the rest of our health. And the truth is, bloating can be one of the earliest signs that your gut isn't working as efficiently as it should. Dr. John Campbell breaks this down in a way that's simple but eye-opening. He explains how daily habits, like how fast we eat, what foods we combine, and even our stress levels, can all lead to trapped gas, poor digestion, and that heavy, sluggish feeling after meals. So, if you've been feeling bloated, uncomfortable, or just not quite yourself after eating, stay tuned. You're going to learn what's really happening inside your body and a few small but powerful changes you can make to help your digestion feel lighter and improve your overall energy through smarter, healthier lifestyle choices. ChatGPT said, "When we think about feeling bloated after a meal, the first instinct is often to blame the food itself. Maybe it was too heavy, too oily, or just too much. But the truth runs deeper than that. The real link between eating habits and digestive discomfort lies in how, when, and even why we eat the way we do. Our digestive system is remarkably sensitive to rhythm and pace. When you eat too quickly, for example, your body doesn't have enough time to properly chew, break down, and signal the brain that food is coming. This means large chunks of food enter your stomach before they're ready to be digested, forcing the gut to work overtime. That's when gas starts to form, fermentation begins, and you're left with that swollen, uncomfortable feeling sitting right under your ribs. Many men develop this habit without realizing it, often eating on the go, between meetings, or in front of a screen. Eating becomes mechanical rather than mindful, and the body simply can't keep up. Another factor is portion size and timing. Our modern routines don't align well with how our digestive system evolved to function. Having large, heavy meals late at night or skipping breakfast and overeating later throws off the natural digestive rhythm. The gut thrives on consistency. When you overload it suddenly, the stomach stretches to accommodate the extra food, leading to pressure, trapped air, and discomfort. Combine that with carbonated drinks or swallowing air while talking during meals, and you have the perfect setup for bloating. This issue isn't just physical, it's behavioral. It's about habits that quietly build over time and shape the way your body reacts to food. The more we eat in a hurry, the less efficiently our gut can do its job, and the more discomfort we end up feeling. Then there's the quality of food itself. Highly processed meals filled with sodium additives and low fiber make digestion sluggish. The body struggles to move this food along smoothly through the intestines, and the bacteria in your gut start producing excess gas as they break it down. Foods rich in refined carbs and sugars also feed the wrong kind of bacteria in your digestive tract, upsetting the balance of your gut microbiome. This imbalance, known as dysbiosis, doesn't just cause bloating. It can affect your immune system, your mood, and even your ability to absorb nutrients. Men who rely on convenience foods, protein bars, or quick energy snacks may unknowingly be creating a slow, burning digestive problem that builds over time and manifests as chronic bloating or discomfort after meals. How we chew our food is another overlooked factor. The process of chewing doesn't just break food into smaller pieces. It activates enzymes in saliva that begin digestion before the food even reaches the stomach. When this step is rushed, the stomach has to release more acid and enzymes to compensate. This overload often results in acid reflux, pressure, and bloating. It's a small habit, but slowing down and properly chewing each bite allows your body to digest food more efficiently and minimizes that post-meal heaviness. There's also the matter of hydration. Drinking too little water throughout the day can slow digestion, while drinking large amounts right before or during meals can dilute stomach acids and interfere with proper breakdown of food. Both extremes can leave you feeling distended, and uncomfortable posture during and after eating also plays a quiet but powerful role. Sitting hunched over a desk or lying down soon after a meal compresses your abdominal cavity, restricting digestion. When food isn't moving properly, gas builds up and bloating follows. Simple adjustments like sitting upright, taking short walks after eating, or avoiding tight belts around the waist can improve circulation and help digestion flow more naturally. Many people underestimate how much movement impacts the gut. Gentle activity signals the intestines to contract rhythmically and move food along, a process called peristalsis. A sedentary routine, on the other hand, slows everything down, increasing the risk of constipation and gas buildup. Stress is another silent contributor tied closely to eating habits. When you eat under pressure, whether from work deadlines or emotional strain, your body shifts into a fight or flight state. In this mode, blood flow is directed away from the digestive organs and toward the muscles and brain, preparing you for action rather than digestion. This means your stomach and intestines don't function at full capacity, and food lingers longer than it should, fermenting and producing gas. Chronic stress also alters gut motility and increases sensitivity, which means even small amounts of gas can cause discomfort. It's not uncommon for men to brush this off as normal, but stress-induced bloating is one of the most common complaints in today's fast-paced lifestyle. Eating habits are also affected by the social and emotional environment. Many people eat not because they're hungry, but because they're bored, anxious, or simply following routine. Emotional eating can lead to overeating and poor food choices, which in turn overburden the digestive system. Paying attention to hunger cues, portion sizes, and emotional triggers around meals can reveal patterns that directly impact how your body feels after eating. Being aware of these connections is the first step toward improving digestion and preventing that bloated, heavy feeling from becoming a daily issue. Men, in particular, often underestimate the subtle warning signs their body gives. A bit of bloating after a meal might seem harmless, but it's often a sign that your digestive system is under strain. Over time, these small signals can lead to more persistent issues like indigestion, irregular bowel movements, or even inflammation in the gut. Regularly consuming meals without giving your body time to rest and digest can create a cycle of fatigue and discomfort. The connection between what and how you eat is not just physical, it's also a matter of rhythm, awareness, and respect for the body's natural process. Another hidden factor is meal composition. Certain combinations of foods, such as mixing dairy with heavy proteins or consuming fruit right after a large meal, can slow digestion and lead to gas buildup. Different foods digest at different speeds, and when they're combined poorly, fermentation can occur in the stomach and intestines. This fermentation produces gases that stretch the intestinal walls and create bloating. A simple way to counter this is by eating lighter meals earlier in the day, avoiding excessive mixing of heavy and light foods, and spacing meals to allow proper digestion before adding more fuel to the system. The gut works best when it's not overwhelmed by constant input. In essence, bloating is often not a disease in itself but a reflection of how we eat, the pace of our lives, and the respect we give to the body's natural digestion process. Every hurried bite, every skipped meal, and every night of overeating adds up in small ways that shape how our gut behaves. Over time, these habits train the body to respond with discomfort because it's being pushed beyond what it can handle comfortably. When you start listening to your body, slowing down, choosing foods that nourish rather than burden, and creating regular eating patterns, digestion improves naturally, energy levels rise, and that heavy bloated feeling starts to fade away without needing any complicated treatment or restriction. Stress is one of those invisible forces that quietly shapes the way our body works, especially when it comes to digestion. When you're under constant pressure, your body shifts its priorities. Instead of focusing on breaking down food and absorbing nutrients, it prepares you to deal with whatever is causing the stress. This response, known as fight or flight, is useful in moments of danger, but not when you're sitting at your desk eating lunch. In that state, the body releases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which redirect blood flow away from your stomach and intestines toward your muscles and brain. As a result, digestion slows down, and food tends to stay in the stomach longer than it should, fermenting and producing gas. That's one of the key reasons why stress and anxiety can make even a simple meal feel heavy, leaving you bloated and tired afterward. Poor food choices add another layer to this problem. When people feel stressed or tired, they often crave quick comfort foods, things that are high in fat, sugar, or refined carbohydrates. These foods provide short-term pleasure, but are difficult for the digestive system to handle efficiently. Processed foods often lack fiber and contain artificial additives that disrupt the balance of bacteria in the gut. When this happens, the healthy microbes that support digestion and nutrient absorption get outnumbered by less beneficial strains, leading to gas buildup and inflammation. This imbalance is called gut dysbiosis, and it's a growing issue in modern diets. When your gut bacteria are out of balance, your digestive system becomes sluggish, and even healthy meals can start to cause bloating and discomfort. There's also the problem of eating at irregular times or skipping meals entirely, something that often happens when stress levels are high. The digestive system thrives on routine. It anticipates food at certain times of day, preparing enzymes and acids in advance to help with digestion. When you skip a meal or eat erratically, that rhythm gets disrupted. Over time, this can lead to delayed stomach emptying, irregular bowel movements, and a feeling of constant fullness or bloating. Many men experience this cycle during busy work weeks. Skipping breakfast, grabbing fast food between tasks, and having a heavy dinner late at night. This habit not only taxes digestion but also contributes to sleep disturbances and reduced energy, both of which further increase stress levels, creating a feedback loop that keeps the gut in constant distress. Another issue is the quality of the foods being consumed under stress. Fast meals and processed snacks are often high in salt and unhealthy fats. Excess salt causes the body to retain water, which leads to that puffy, bloated feeling in the stomach and limbs. Unhealthy fats, especially those found in fried or packaged foods, take much longer to digest than natural fats like those in nuts or avocados. This delay in digestion can make you feel heavy or uncomfortable for hours after eating. At the same time, a lack of fiber in these foods slows intestinal movement, leading to constipation and further bloating. It's a perfect storm of poor digestion caused by both emotional and dietary stress. The link between stress and gut health also runs deeper than most people realize. The gut and brain are connected through what's called the gut-brain axis, a two-way communication system that allows emotional states to affect digestion and digestive issues to affect mood. When you're anxious or overwhelmed, your gut senses it and reacts with changes in motility, enzyme secretion, and blood flow. This is why people often say they feel butterflies in their stomach or lose their appetite when nervous. Over time, chronic stress can cause low-grade inflammation in the digestive tract, reducing its ability to process food efficiently. This inflammation can make the gut more sensitive to gas and pressure, so even normal digestion feels uncomfortable. Another thing to consider is how caffeine, alcohol, and nicotine, often used to cope with stress, further disrupt the digestive process. Caffeine increases stomach acid production, which can irritate the stomach lining and lead to heartburn or bloating. Alcohol interferes with the natural rhythm of the intestines and damages the beneficial bacteria that support digestion. Nicotine tightens the muscles that control digestion and decreases blood flow to the stomach. These effects might not seem major after 1 or 2 uses, but when they become daily habits, they can completely alter how efficiently your gut works. It's easy to overlook these small triggers, especially when they're tied to stress relief, but they play a large role in why many people feel uncomfortable or bloated after eating. Stress also changes the way we chew and swallow food. When you're tense or distracted, you tend to eat quickly, taking in larger bites and swallowing more air. That air has to go somewhere, and it usually ends up trapped in the digestive tract, adding to the feeling of fullness and pressure. Eating too fast also means food isn't broken down properly in the mouth, forcing the stomach to work harder to digest it. This combination of swallowed air and poorly chewed food can make even a modest meal feel like a burden on your stomach. Taking time to eat slowly and chew thoroughly might sound simple, but it has a profound effect on how well your body can process food and prevent bloating. Hormonal fluctuations caused by long-term stress can also affect digestion. High levels of cortisol, the main stress hormone, interfere with the production of digestive enzymes and stomach acid. Without these, food sits longer in the stomach, fermenting and producing gas. Cortisol also affects insulin levels and blood sugar balance, which can lead to cravings for sugary or fatty foods that worsen digestive discomfort. Over time, this can create a cycle where stress leads to poor eating, which leads to bloating and fatigue, which then increases stress again. Breaking this cycle requires paying attention not just to what's on your plate, but also to the mental state you're in when you sit down to eat. Even the way we breathe during stress influences digestion. Shallow, rapid breathing, a common reaction to anxiety, reduces oxygen flow to the digestive organs. Deep, slow breathing, on the other hand, activates the parasympathetic nervous system, also known as the rest and digest mode. This is the state in which the body can properly break down food, absorb nutrients, and maintain a calm gut environment. Taking a few minutes before meals to breathe deeply and relax can make a noticeable difference in how comfortable you feel afterward. It allows your body to switch gears from stress mode to digestion mode, improving enzyme function and reducing the risk of bloating. Hydration plays a role here too. When people are stressed, they often forget to drink enough water, opting instead for coffee or sugary drinks that dehydrate the body. Proper hydration helps move food smoothly through the digestive tract and prevents constipation, a major contributor to bloating. Without enough water, digestion slows down and waste lingers in the intestines longer, leading to gas buildup. Stress hormones can also make the kidneys retain sodium, increasing water retention and puffiness in the abdomen. Staying consistently hydrated throughout the day can help flush excess sodium and support healthy digestion. Finally, it's important to understand that the body's response to stress and poor food choices isn't just physical but deeply interconnected with lifestyle. Lack of sleep, for instance, raises cortisol levels and disrupts appetite-regulating hormones, leading to late-night snacking or overeating. Sedentary routines reduce intestinal movement, allowing gas and waste to accumulate. Together, these habits make the digestive system less efficient and more prone to discomfort. Addressing bloating caused by stress and poor diet isn't about strict rules or complex remedies, but about restoring balance, calming the mind, choosing natural, whole foods, eating with awareness, and giving the body the time and environment it needs to digest properly. Simple lifestyle adjustments can make an enormous difference in how the body handles digestion and bloating. The truth is, most people don't need complicated treatments or expensive supplements to feel better. They need small, consistent changes that allow the body to function as it's meant to. The first step is to pay attention to meal timing and portion control. Eating smaller meals more regularly gives your digestive system time to process food without becoming overloaded. When you eat a huge meal all at once, your stomach has to expand, producing more acid and enzymes to manage the volume. That process slows digestion and increases the chance of bloating. Spacing meals evenly through the day keeps your metabolism steady and prevents the discomfort that comes with overeating. Making a habit of stopping when you're about 80% full helps the stomach work at a natural rhythm, instead of being forced to stretch beyond comfort. Another simple but powerful change is eating slowly and mindfully. It's something most people know but rarely practice. Taking time to chew each bite thoroughly allows the digestive process to begin in the mouth, where enzymes in saliva start breaking down food. This not only makes digestion easier, but also reduces the amount of air swallowed, which is one of the main causes of gas and bloating. When meals are eaten slowly, the body has time to send fullness signals to the brain, preventing overeating. Setting aside distractions, turning off screens and focusing on the taste and texture of food helps restore a healthier relationship with eating. It also lowers stress levels, which directly improves gut function by keeping the body in a calm, parasympathetic state. Hydration is another cornerstone of reducing bloating naturally. The digestive tract needs enough fluid to keep food moving smoothly through the intestines. Without adequate water, waste stays in the colon longer than it should, causing gas buildup and discomfort. Drinking water throughout the day, rather than large amounts at once, supports steady digestion. Herbal teas like peppermint or ginger can also help relax the digestive muscles and reduce gas formation. However, drinking too much fluid during meals can sometimes dilute stomach acid, so it's best to sip rather than gulp. Proper hydration also helps balance sodium levels. Preventing the kind of water retention that contributes to abdominal puffiness. Movement is equally important. The body's digestive system relies on gentle muscular contractions to move food along, and physical activity stimulates this process. Even a short walk after eating can help release trapped gas and prevent bloating. Regular exercise, such as walking, cycling, or swimming, improves circulation to the digestive organs and strengthens the abdominal muscles, which support the intestines. For people who spend long hours sitting, simply standing up and stretching every hour can make a noticeable difference. Light yoga poses that involve gentle twisting movements are especially effective at massaging the digestive organs and encouraging smooth bowel function. Consistency in movement, rather than intensity, is what keeps the digestive system active, and efficient diet plays a central role in maintaining a balanced gut. Including more natural, high-fiber foods such as vegetables, fruits, and whole grains helps regulate bowel movements and feed the beneficial bacteria in the gut. These bacteria are essential for breaking down food and preventing gas buildup. However, fiber intake should increase gradually, as sudden changes can temporarily cause more bloating. It's also important to identify foods that might trigger discomfort. Common culprits include carbonated drinks, artificial sweeteners, and certain legumes or cruciferous vegetables. Keeping a simple food journal can help pinpoint which items consistently cause bloating. Once identified, these foods can be reduced or replaced with gentler alternatives like zucchini, spinach, or oats. Managing stress is another vital lifestyle adjustment for digestion. Chronic stress keeps the body in a heightened state of alertness that slows or disrupts digestive function. Relaxation techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, or even taking a few quiet minutes before meals can help reset the nervous system. Spending time outdoors, maintaining a consistent sleep schedule, and practicing mindfulness can all lower stress hormones and improve gut motility. The connection between emotional well-being and gut health is profound. A calm mind often leads to a calm digestive system. Learning to pause before eating, breathe deeply, and eat with intention can dramatically reduce post-meal bloating and discomfort. Another often overlooked aspect is posture. Sitting hunched over while eating compresses the abdominal cavity, making it harder for food to move efficiently through the digestive tract. Sitting upright allows the stomach and intestines to expand naturally, promoting better digestion. After meals, instead of lying down immediately, it's better to stay upright for at least 30 minutes. This position helps prevent acid reflux and gives gravity time to assist the digestive process. Tight clothing, particularly around the waist, can also restrict the abdomen and contribute to trapped gas. Choosing looser clothing during and after meals gives your body room to digest comfortably. Sleep quality also influences digestion more than most people realize. The body does much of its repair and regulation during sleep, including resetting the digestive system. Going to bed on a full stomach forces the body to work on digestion instead of resting, often leading to discomfort or acid reflux. Finishing meals at least 2 to 3 hours before bedtime allows digestion to complete naturally. Consistent sleep schedules and good quality rest also help regulate hunger hormones, reducing cravings for processed foods that can cause bloating. Small adjustments to evening routines, such as turning off screens early and keeping the bedroom cool and dark, can improve sleep and indirectly support digestive health. Reducing processed foods and focusing on whole, nutrient-rich meals makes a huge difference in how the gut functions. Artificial additives, preservatives, and excess sodium in packaged foods can irritate the digestive tract and cause water retention. Replacing these with whole foods, lean proteins, fresh produce, legumes, and healthy fats supports the body's natural balance. Fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, or kimchi introduce beneficial bacteria that enhance digestion and reduce gas formation. These natural probiotics help restore a healthy gut environment, making digestion smoother and more efficient. Caffeine and alcohol are other common triggers for bloating that can be moderated through simple lifestyle adjustments. Both can irritate the stomach lining and alter digestion. Reducing coffee intake to 1 or 2 cups a day and drinking alcohol in moderation can help minimize bloating and improve hydration. Replacing them with herbal teas or water with a slice of lemon provides a refreshing alternative that supports digestion rather than hindering it. Similarly, reducing intake of sugary beverages prevents fermentation and excess gas production in the gut. Consistency is the thread that ties all these habits together. The digestive system thrives on routine. Eating meals at roughly the same times, sleeping on a regular schedule, staying active daily, and managing stress all create a rhythm that allows the gut to perform optimally. When that rhythm is disrupted, symptoms like bloating and fatigue appear as early warning signs. It's not about being perfect, but about being consistent enough to allow the body to adapt and function efficiently. Small steps practiced daily, like drinking more water, eating slowly, or walking after dinner, build long-term digestive resilience. These lifestyle adjustments may seem simple, but their impact compounds over time. Each small choice, a balanced plate, a calm mind, an evening walk, contributes to a stronger digestive system that works quietly and efficiently. When the body is supported in this natural way, energy levels rise, the mind feels clearer, and bloating becomes less frequent. The key lies in understanding that digestion isn't just a process that happens after you eat. It's influenced by every aspect of how you live, move, and manage your day.